Preparing. It went.
It went.
Good morning. You get that silly face for me. This hasn't worked in too long. I'm so excited. Hi, I'm Jackie Green from the Chatham County Council on Aging. Sorry. When we have these minor miracles happen, we are just so excited. We have senior centers in Tyler City and Pittsboro. I usually work in the one in Pittsboro, so we're just glad you're all here. This is arthritis exercise. It's the evidence-based class from Arthritis Foundation. We are just so excited this is working. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do the normal arthritis exercise program. You can see I'm outside home right now. You get to enjoy this wonderful backdrop. We have these minor miracles happen. All right, we were probably hearing the repeat from the earlier thing when it finally goes live. So we are going to do our regular arthritis program, which includes an education portion. Then we're going to move on to joint check warm-ups, and then we'll move on to the range of motion and strengthening. Then we'll do some balance work. We'll do joint check cool down. Then we'll end with some relaxation. So we're glad you're all here. And let's see, I'm going to change. Let me make you host, Miss Val.
Hey.
And then I'm going to switch this over to gallery view so I can see all my lovely folks. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Wanda. Oh, your hair looks lovely, Wanda. Good morning, Mrs. Dell. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Rosemary. Morning, Ral and Vic. How'd that work? Val and Rick? And good morning, Shirley, connecting with us now. It's gonna be one of those days. Can you tell it's a Monday? It's a Monday. So we're just glad everybody is here this morning. So for our education today, we're gonna talk. So while I'm talking about the education, I'm gonna, oh, look at you, Miss Sandra, you are already starting, girl. Woohoo, I love it. So I'm gonna start marching in place. I'm gonna start rolling my shoulders back as we walk. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Janice. We're glad you're here. Is Rick with us this morning?
Yes.
Okay, I see Timer, but I don't see him. I didn't know whether he was playing hooky again. There he is. Good morning, Rick. I can see your hand in front of my camera, in front of your camera with the time. I appreciate you. All right. So what we're going to talk about today for the education portion is the body awareness tips. We've talked earlier about listening to our bodies for signs of pain and overexertion. And it's important to learn other body awareness tips. What are some things that you should look for in your body as you exercise? What should you be paying attention to?
Pain.
Pain. That's the first and foremost, because if we feel pain, what are we supposed to do?
Lisa, I'm taking next.
Stop. That's right. We're supposed to stop. Okay. What are some of the other things that you should pay attention to, do you think, besides just pain?
Stiff, feeling stiff.
That's right, Ed. We want to pay attention to what's stiff. So another way to put that is what is our range of motion, right? So if we go back to what Sandra was doing earlier, she was doing shoulder rolls, right? So if we feel that our shoulders are stiff and we start to move and they go, oh, wait a minute, I'm not sure I want to do that yet. What do we do? Do we go into big motions immediately, or what do we do?
Smaller.
Small. Start small. We allow that joint to be lubricated and we make them bigger and bigger, not going to the point of pain, right? Okay. What else should we be paying attention to? So we've talked about stiffness, we've talked about pain. Anything else that you can think of that you should be paying attention to?
Breathing.
Breathing. Thank you, Melissa. Yes, thank you, Melissa and Coconut. Sorry. Yeah. Coconut's her dog, just in case you're wondering. Okay. So, yeah, we want to pay attention to our breathing. So what you want to pay attention to is how deep is it? How relaxed is it? Are you feeling short of breath? If you're feeling short of breath, where do you know? Is it in your heart? Is it in the center of your area? Is it just because you're not breathing deeply enough? So really pay attention to that. So you want to avoid holding your breath and breathe naturally throughout your exercising. That's why I encourage you to count with me, because if you're counting, then I know you're breathing. One of the other tips that I do is after we do an endurance section, what I do is I tend to make sure, because if I start breathing more shallowly as I do an exertion, what I try to do when I start to notice that is I try to make sure I exhale completely, because if I push all that old stale air out, it makes room for the fresh air to come in. So you may hear me go, and then I breathe in. So that's the kind of thing you want to pay attention to, especially when those of you that join me for the 9 o'clock after we do a HIIT training, which is a high intensity training. I'll really make sure I exhale hard before I keep going. Good morning, Dot. Glad you're with us. If you can turn on your camera, I'd appreciate it. So here are some other things that you should look for. So we're marching in place. We're getting warmed up here. How far can you move your joints comfortably through the range of motion? The joint check, warm-ups, and cool-downs will help you monitor your level of stiffness, which is what I talked about earlier. Are you avoiding extra movements? You know, sometimes we do that for pain. If we're exercising the neck, make sure you aren't moving the shoulders as well. So like when we do the head tilt and we're tipping our ear to our shoulder, we want to make sure we're not moving our shoulder to our ear instead. We want the ear to go to the shoulders. We want to keep our shoulders low and then tilt our head. So you really want to make sure that you're paying attention to what part of the body we're moving, and only move that part and try to isolate that part out from everything else. Is your body tense or relaxed? Periodically check to see if you feel tension in any part of your body and relax those parts to avoid unnecessary pain. You'll notice that I'll take and a lot of times I go back to doing, because if I tense my back and my neck while I'm exercising something else, we'll do that, or we'll do shoulder back shoulder circles to make sure we're keeping all of this as relaxed as possible, because our instinct is to tighten it when we work hard. We kind of go like this, okay? And what is your posture like? Are you sitting and standing tall and proud to reduce unnecessary strain on your joints? Think about the fact that if you're taking and you're doing this a lot and you're leaning forward and you don't have good posture, what is that doing to your back? All of this weight on your head is in an unnatural position. So we want to, as often as possible, think tall and proud, shoulders down and back. So we strengthen these muscles, we keep everything aligned, and we pull our chin back so we have our ears over our shoulders. So our head isn't doing this, right? As we get older, you'll notice a lot of people are doing this, okay? So you want to really fight that instinct. The other thing you want to think about is how hard you're working. You want to slow down or stop before you reach your limits. If you feel like you're getting close to your limit, give yourself a break. It's okay. And notice that today may be different than last week, right? Maybe you feel better today. Maybe you don't feel better today. And just pay attention to that. All right. And next time we'll talk about monitoring your level of intensity. So let me get this. I got lots of wind out here, so I'm going to move my paper back without losing it so it doesn't blow away. And we will keep on going. So we're going to do our joint check warm up this morning. So let's go ahead, and as we're marching in place, let's go back and do our shoulder rolls. Okay, we're going to roll our shoulders backwards. And again, remember your posture, right? Keep your chin back, so your ears are over your shoulders are over hips. Okay, roll those shoulders back. Okay, start with little circles, get bigger and bigger. All right, now we're going to hold our hands up and we're going to do wrist circles. Try to relax, keep those, like we just talked about, try to keep your shoulders relaxed as you're doing your wrists. Then go the other direction. Okay, all right, now open and close those hands. try to hold my hands down here so you can see them. Okay. Okay, so this is just a fist curl. We're still moving our feet. Okay. Now can we do our knuckle wave, which is just moving those big knuckles. Try to keep, oh, good job, Ed. We're trying to keep all the other ones straight. And we're just bending the big knuckle. I haven't figured out what I can call this. It doesn't make a shape I recognize. But the importance of this is you're learning how to isolate out the muscles that work specific joints. Okay. Now let's do cat's claw. So the one we just moved, we're not bending. Okay. We have it. Speaking of cats, we have some pretty black cat that keeps coming to by our house. She'll come up on my porch, and I'm not in the middle of no man's land. Got a cute little collar on that's got a bell on it. So go figure. Don't know where she came from, but she's cute. We're not feeding her though. just keep her. Okay. All right. So now let's look at that. What was that?
That cat will go to town.
Yeah, really. Well, I just wonder, All right, so now we can either do the next sitting or standing. If you are a full wrist, please sit. Okay. If you're not a full wrist, you can do this standing. I'm going to do this sitting. Okay. So I'm going to sit down and we're going to start working on our legs. So I'm going to take and I'm going to raise you can either leave your foot resting on the floor. Let me turn my screen down just a little bit. You can leave your heel on the floor and do ankle circles, or you can lift it up. But if you're going to lift it, make sure you tighten your belly, tuck your tailbone under, support that lower back. Your ankle rotates one way, then circle it the other way. All right. Liz, I'm glad you're standing, working on your balance. Sit down. We're going to rest that leg, and we're going to put the right leg out. Same thing. You can either leave the heel on the floor or take the belly. That may be yours that's making that extra noise sometimes, because you come up with two. I think you come up one with your phone and one with your, but it's not bothering me as far as I'm concerned. But Todd, if you could still turn on your camera, I still don't see you. Okay, so we're gonna lift up our leg and we're gonna do ankle circles with the other leg. Okay, and go the other way. We're waking up our body. Good job, Wanda, standing up and doing this. That's great. All right, let's rest that leg down. Now let's do the same thing and let's do circles with our hips. You can either do the sitting or standing. If you're going to stand, I'd rather you hold on to a chair, at least have your hands right next to the chair. And it's instead of making O's with your toes like we do in the ankle circles, we're going to do O's with our knees. And we're just going to have our knees do circles. Start little. 2, 3, get bigger as you go. 4, 5, 6. You can rest it a second if you want. Then we're going to go the other direction. 1, 2, go start little, go bigger. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's switch legs. Same thing, other side. Start small. 1, 2. Make sure that belly's tight. 3, 4, 5, 6. Go the other direction. Start small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, doesn't that feel good? Can you feel that in your hips?
Yes.
I can feel it in my hips. All right. Now let's do a little bit of, if you have severe osteoporosis, you're not going to twist if your doctor's told you not to twist. Hands on our hips, okay? And our hands are on our waist, and we're going to make our waist twist, make our arms come around, okay? And then go the other way, okay? So we want to keep our hips going forward, and we're making our arms and our waist turn, okay? 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to do our head. Let's go ahead and look over our left shoulder. You can march in place if you'd like. Look straight ahead. Look over your right shoulder. Again, we're relaxing our shoulders. Straight ahead, over the left shoulder. Straight ahead, over our right shoulder. Straight ahead. Now let's do that head tilt like we talked about. Keep the shoulders down and back, and then bring the ear to the shoulder without raising the ear. Down the other way. That feels good. And up. 3 and up. And 4 and up. Let's do one more each side. 5 and up. And 6 and up. Very good. Roll those shoulders back one more time. All right. So last thing we're going to do, let's do our toes. Let's curl our toes under and then lift our toes up. Curl and lift. Curl and lift. One more time. Curl and lift. So we have moved everything in our body at least a little bit. Okay, so we've warmed up those joints. Let's get a drink. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start doing our range of motion and strengthening. I need some kind of weight to hold my paper from blowing away. And I happen to have something right here. See that? I'm prepared. All right. So we're going to sit. You can do this standing if you want. All right. So we're going to take and we're going to start with a chin tuck. And the chin tuck, again, we usually start by putting our thumb on. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Put your thumb on your chest, your index finger on your relaxed chin. The hand doesn't move. You pull the neck back so that the chin separates from your index finger. And you hold it for 3, 1, 2, 3, and relax. And we're going to count. And we are going to do 7 of these. Okay, so here we go. Back again. We're going to pull the chin back. 2, 2, 3. Relax. Back. 3, 2, 3. Relax. Dot, you have shared your screen. You need to do a stop share. You should have a red button on there.
I'm having all kinds of problems this morning, Jackie. I may just leave, okay?
No, that's okay. Just hit the stop share. You should be fine.
Yeah.
Toward the top, there should be a red square that says stop sharing.
Yeah.
Now you can probably also force her to stop sharing. There you go. We did it. Not a problem. No reason to leave, Dot. You can still see me. You keep going, okay? Rather have you here than not here. All right. Oh, we're still doing our chin tucks. Let's pull it back again. I think we're at 4. And relax. Pull it back again. 5, 2, 3. Relax. 2 more. 6, 2, 3. Relax. And 1 more. 7, 2, 3. Relax. Very good. All right, now we're going to do a shoulder blade pinch. So now you're going to put your hands in goalpost. Okay. And from goalpost, you're going to pull your elbows back and squeeze those shoulder blades together. And you should also feel a stretch in the front of your chest. And we're going to exhale forward. Okay, we're going to pull it back and we're going to go count to 3 in the back. 2, 2, 3. And forward and back. 4, 2, 3, and 4. Don't tell anybody. I think I skipped 3. Let's do 4 again. 4, 2, 3. Just check and see if you're paying attention. 5, 2, 3, and forward. 2 more. Squeeze hard. 6, 2, 3, and forward. And last one. 7, 2, 3, and forward. Put your arms down for good measure. Just do shoulder circles. Relax those shoulders. So we were working on our beehives yesterday, and I was holding the frames. I'm going to march in place as I talk here a second. Give your body just a second. Get and take a drink. And by the time I got done, this part of my back from holding things up, I ended up with ice packs on yesterday. But we were doing that for probably close to 2 hours. It took us longer than we thought it was going to. All right. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do a wall arch. We're not going to do it against the wall, but what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to reach our arms up as far as we can over our head. A little at a time, only go as far as your shoulders will let you, okay? And then come back down and arms back down, okay? And reach back up. See how far you can reach up? There you go. Good job, Sandra. And back down. Woo. Estelle, you always amaze me. Reach back up again. Nice and high. Oh, Bonnie, you're doing better and better each time. And down. Don't go too far, never to the point of pain. Reach back up again. 5. Oh, reach, 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 reach. And down. Let's do 2 more. Reach. You're reaching for that chocolate in that very, very high cabinet. That'll make you reach a little higher. And down. And 1 more time. You know what I would reach for now, which I'm really, really, really liking, and back down. Have you ever had dates? Let me tell you, dates taste like caramel, and you figure you get all the fiber and everything in it. Oh my goodness, they are wonderful. And you figure they're a fruit that you get the fruit every time you eat one, so that's a good thing. All right, so now we're gonna do scissors. We're gonna crisscross our arms in front if we can. And then we're going to bring our arms up and crisscross overhead. And bring it down slowly and crisscross and back up for 2. And down. You can be marching your feet if you want to keep your heart rate up a little higher. 3. Again, see how high you can go. See if you can keep those arms nice and straight. Bring them up, crisscross at the top. Feel the stretch in your torso. 5. Thank you for counting, Rosemary. I lost track. And down. 6. When you bring your arms down, make sure you bring your shoulders down. Let them go down really low. Let's do 2 more. 1. And down. 1 more just for good measure. Crisscross. Bring them down. Relax those shoulders. Let them come down. Rest your hands on your legs. And go ahead and do a back shoulder roll again. Okay, I see some people working your neck. You may have tensed your neck as you do that. So go ahead and let's do little neck circles.
Yeah.
Relax those shoulders, relax the neck, and go the other direction. We don't want to cause more problems by overworking an area. So if when we give those body parts a relaxation in between, that little bird. That's a little tiny bird. I don't know what it is, but man, is it loud. All right. Now we're going to do the shoulder rotator stretch. So we're going to take our left arm and we're going to try to get it up so that our palm is on the middle of our back. Okay. Now take your right arm and try to bring it behind your back and bring it up and see how close you can get it to the other hand. Okay, see if you can get them, see how close you can get them. Now, the upper arm, I want you to bring your elbow back if you can, so that your neck isn't all crunched up, okay? If you take and you're doing this, and your arm is forward, you're kind of doing this with your neck. So I want you to bring your elbow back if you can and open up that armpit so you can have your neck up, okay? And let's unwind. Let's do the same thing with the other one. Bring the right up to the middle of your back. Bring the left up from the bottom. See if you can meet in the middle. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Can you feel that nice stretch? This is a great one to do in the bathroom, in the shower, when you're nice and your muscles are nice and warm. Take your soap and try to bring the one arm up from the top and try to see how far you can bring it down. Bring the other one up from the bottom with some soap and see how far you can get that one to go up. And unwrap and do 1 more time each way. We're going to finish with this side. Okay, again, bring that elbow back if you can. Bring the elbow toward the back so your neck can be neutral. Feel the stretch in your armpit when you do that. And unwind. Bring the shoulders down. Again, let's do a nice back shoulder circle and let them relax. Let's get another drink. Okay. And the next one we're going to do is the diagonal arm reach. So we're going to take our left hand and put it on our right hip. And then we're going to reach that arm up and out, kind of like we're drawing a sword. So we're coming down, getting the sword out of our sheath and bringing it up. And down in and up and out. 3, count with me. 4, try to get that arm as straight as you can. 5, make that elbow go through the range of motion. 6, 1 more, and 7. Okay, other side. Right arm cross to the left hip, then up and out. 1, 2. And, see, Estelle, that arm straight goes straighter than the other side. There you go. Up and out. 3. 4. Okay, thank you. 5. Sandra, can you reach that arm up and out to the side? 6. See what you can do. 7. And down. All right, roll those shoulders back. Okay, now we're going to do double arms. Okay, so now we're going to crisscross both arms across the opposite hip. So your hands touching the opposite hips. Bring up and out into a V for victory. There we go. Both arms down. Crisscross up and out again. 2. Cross. 3. Cross. 4. Get as much extension as you can. 5. So by this, if you can't do it up and out, maybe go up and out to the side. Work on getting those elbows straight if you can. Okay. All right. Very good. Everybody just needs to do your best, and our bodies do what we can do. I applaud you for what you do. All right. Now we're going to do the elbow bend. We're just going to have our arms down to the side. Okay. And our palms are facing forward. We're going to bend our elbows and our palms now face our shoulders. Down and up for 2. Down. 3. Down. 4. Down. 5. Down. 6. 1 more. Down. And 7. Everybody get your band. We need our exercise band. Okay. I'll wait just a minute for you to get your bands. Take a drink if you want. I'll show you my drink holder. What I did with this. Because I was outside. So I took the headband. Since this one isn't insulated, and I decided, because this one's easy to go in the dishwasher, I said, you know what, I'm going to put my drink in here because I've got a mixture in here. So it was so hot yesterday, I didn't want to put my hot hands on my drink and warm it up. All right. With our bands, we're going to put the band over our left, where our index finger meets our thumb. Okay. So it looks like this. Okay. We're going to take the other arm back in our hand by our shoulder. Okay. And we're going to pull back and release. So we're going to pull back. We're going to hold for a count of 3, and then we're going to release. So here we go. Pull. 1, 2, 3, and release. Now, try to keep your hips forward and then do it. 2, 2, 3, release. 3, 2, 3, and release. 4, 2, 3, and release. Try to have that arm straight out in front of you. So Estelle, your left arm should be straight out toward me. Okay, here you go. And then you're pulling the other one back. What are we on? 5, 3, I'm going to guess. Release. 6, 2, 3, and release. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. They're not up by your ears. Last one, 7, 2, 3, and release. Now, roll those shoulders back. Okay, let's switch to the other hand. Bands over the right thumb now. I don't know what you call this thing. What do you call this part of your body? Any guesses?
No.
Okay. We'll call it that. Just seeing if somebody was smarter than me. Okay, here we go. You ready? Out straight, pull it back. 1, 2, 3, release. 2, 2, 3, release. Make sure the shoulders are low. 3, 2, 3, release. 4, 2, 3, release. 5, 2, 3, release. 2 more. 6, 2, 3, release. 1 more. 7, 2, 3, and release. Put the arms down, roll those shoulders back. All right. Now we're going to do shoulder rotator. Just go ahead and put your band over your neck for just a minute at the back of your chair. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to hold our elbows into our side. Palms are up. We're going to rotate the hands out, keeping the elbows in. We're making the shoulder rotator work here, and then bring it back together. So rotate them out and back together. Make sure that belly is nice and tight. 3 and in. 4. I'm only standing because I feel like I need to get closer to the camera sometimes. 5 and in. You can stand if you want, not required. 6 and in. One more time. 7 and in. And as you're doing that, you should feel a stretch in the shoulder rotator up here. That's what we're doing that for, okay? So now we're going to build strength in that, and we're going to take our band and we're going to put it over both of the palms of our hands. We're going to anchor those elbows in. We're not going to move the elbows, okay? And we're going to simultaneously, I'm keeping my arms are staying at 90 degrees, okay? My elbows stay anchored, okay? And then we're going to pull both arms out to the side. 1, 2, 3, and release. Please make sure you're counting out loud with me as we do this. Okay, because then that way I know you're breathing. Okay, here we go. You ready? We're at 2. Ready? 2, 2, 3, release. 3, 2, 3, release. 4, 2, 3, release. Now remember, the closer your hands are and the farther your arms go out, the more strength you're building. Okay. So if you have very little stretch in here, okay, and you pull, you're not going to get as much work done, right? You're not going to build as much strength, but do what you can do. Okay. I think we're at 4. Let's do 4. Ready? Here we go. Pull. 4, 2, 3, release. 5, 2, 3, release. 6, 2, 3, release. Last one. 7, 2, 3, release. All right. Now I want everybody to have a seat. Again. Bear with me a second. All right. So now we're going to do a knee bend and strengthener. So we're going to sit tall and proud. We're going to keep our belly tight. Tuck your tailbone into bad dog. Your knees are going to stay together, and you're going to kick the left leg out in front and then tuck it back as far as you can. Keep your knees together. 2, 2, 3, bend for 2, 2, 3. Straight 3, 2, 3, back 2, 3. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. Last one. 7, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. Relax that leg out, shake it out. So did you notice as you put it out straight in front of you, you feel your thigh work. When you're pulling it back underneath your chair, you feel your hamstring, the back of your thigh working. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Make sure you sit tall and proud. Something else I want you to think about is the more repetitions you do, try to keep your form good, meaning keep your belly tucked the whole time. Keep your shoulders over your hips and your ears over your shoulders the whole time. Try to keep your knees together the whole time. It takes more work from your body to do that, and do as many repetitions as you can with proper form. If the form fails, then stop the exercise. Okay, so here we go. Other leg, ready? Knees together. We're going to raise the right knee. 1, 2, tuck it underneath. 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. Last one. 7, 2, 3, and 7, 2, 3. I kick that leg out. All right. And now we're going to do the knee strengthener. So now take your band. And we're going to start by putting your band around the front of your ankles. Okay, do this seated, obviously. We're not going to stand and wrap something around our feet. Okay, put it around the front of your ankles, crisscross it behind your ankles. With the bands out to the side, I now wrap it around the front of my shins and bring it up between my thighs so I can hold on to it. Okay. So now you're going to sit tall and proud, as always. Okay. And now we're going to take and we're going to we're going to do the same exercise we just did, but now with the bands to work on strengthening. Okay. So now again, keep your knees together and then kick the left foot out in front. 1, 2, 3, pull it back. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3 in front, back, 2, 3, front. 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3,
4, 2, 3,
4,
5,
5, 2, 3, 5, 2 more. 6, 2, 3, 6, 2, last one. 7, 2, 3, and 7, 2. Relax that leg down. And let's do the other side. Now you'll notice the more you try to push out, the more effort it takes. So as you keep going, see if you can go a little bit farther and a little bit farther with the range of motion. Here we go. Starting the other side. Tall and proud, belly tight, tailbone tucked. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Ready? Here we go. Kick out front. 1, 2, 3. Back. 2, 3. Forward. 2, 3. Back. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. Back. 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. Very good. Undo the band. Just let it sit on your legs for just a minute, and we're going to march in place. Okay. Again, posture is good. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, belly tight, tailbone tucked, and you're going to march with the left leg up intentionally. Slowly bring it down. Do the other one. Tighten the thigh. Squeeze the buttocks on the way down. Tighten the thigh. Squeeze the buttocks. 4, down. Squeeze thigh. 5. Squeeze buttocks. 6. Lift. Squeeze. 8. Off by a number. Let's call this one 8. 8. Squeeze. 9. Squeeze. 10. Squeeze. 11. Squeeze. 12. Squeeze. 13. Squeeze. Last one. 14 and squeeze. Very good. All right. Now you're going to take And let's take our legs out to the side, our hands inside our knees. And you're gonna press those knees out and feel the stretch on the inside of the thighs. So stretch, and we're gonna count to 3 on this as well. Here we go, you ready? Stretch, 1, 2,
2, 3.
stretch,
2, 2, 3.
relax.
3, 2, 3.
Relax. Now let's go ahead and we're gonna hold it out, and we're now gonna breathe while we're holding. So we're gonna open, we're gonna hold, we're gonna breathe. Let's do 3 nice big deep breaths. You ready? So press the legs out and let's inhale and exhale, slow. Keep stretching, inhale and exhale. You can walk your feet out a little farther, inhale and exhale. Let those legs relax. All right, now we're gonna bring our legs together. We're gonna take our band. We're gonna put our band over our thighs. Okay, we're gonna crisscross behind our thighs. Hold those thighs together. And we're gonna hold those bands, okay? And now we're gonna take and we're gonna march this time with the bands on, with the band resistance again, against our legs going up. So lift up. Make sure you're keeping your shoulders over your hips the whole time. So I'm not bringing my shoulders down to lift. I'm bringing my legs to my shoulder, toward my shoulders. Okay, so here we go. Other right leg and down. Let's count as we hold it up. Let's go 1, 2, 3, down. 2, 2, 3. We're starting to fall. 3, 2, down. 4, 2, down. 5, 2, 3, down. Feel this? 6, 2, 3, down. 7, 2, 3, down. 8, 2, 3, down. 9, 2, 3. You gotta stop. It's okay. 10, 2, 3, down. 11, 2, 3, and down. Try not to go side to side as you do it. 12, 3, and down. Last set on each side. 13, 3, and down. Last one. 14. 1, 2, 3, and down. Kind of let those legs do it. Let them move. Kind of rock around in your chair, rock around the clock. All right. The next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing. We still have our bands around our leg. We're gonna leave our right foot as the anchor to start with. We're gonna take our left knee and separate it from the right as far as we can. So here we go. Bring it out. 1, 2, 3. And go with the same leg. 2, 3. In. 3, 2, 3. In. Again, we're not rocking from side to side. Our torso is 100% 3. In. 5, 2, 3. In. 6, 2. In. Last one. 7, 2, 3. In. Which sides? Anchor the left, the right. 1, 2, 3. In. 2, 2, in. 3, 2, 3. In. 4, 2, 3. In. Who can feel this in your hips? 5, 2, 3. And in. 2 more. 6, 2, 3. And in. Got problems with the hips? You need to stop. Last one. And in. Undo the band. We're going to do the band behind our up on our chair. Now, while we're sitting, we have our feet shoulder width apart. Just roll up on your toes and up back on your heels. Up on your toes, back on your heels. 3 and back. 4, back. 5 and back. 6 and back. One more. 7 and back. All right. Now, if you can, I'd like you to sit. If you're full risk, stay seated. We're gonna keep our chair next to us. We're gonna do a little bit of balance work as we do this next strengthening work. So we're gonna take and we're gonna stand next to our chair. Okay. Have one hand on the chair. Balance. Okay. And we're gonna go up onto our toes.
Have to go.
And then back on our heels. Hold on to that chair. Up on your toes, back on your heels. 3, and back. 4, and back. 5, try not to stick your butt out on this. We're trying to keep our whole torso nice and tall and proud and in line. 5, and back. Or was that 6? Let's do one more. 7, and back. All right. Now with your feet shoulder width apart, just take and lift your toes off the ground. The rest of our foot's on the floor, and then curl your toes under. Lift and curl. Lift, the only thing moving are your toes, and curl. Your calf isn't doing much of anything except making those toes move. 3, and curl. 4, and curl. 5, and curl. Last one. 6, and curl. All right, now we're going to do a calf stretch. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see me, but you can keep your chair straight ahead. Keep your chair right straight in front of you. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to bring one foot back. Okay, and we start with our feet just like 18 inches apart. Okay, look at that back heel, make sure it's not turned in. And then we're going to take and we're going to bend the front knee. The knee does not go in front of the toe though. Okay. And then you're going to hinge at the hips and push that back heel down. See if you're trying to feel a stretch in the back calf. That's our goal. Okay. So you want, once you get that, you're going to breathe when you feel a stretch back there. If you don't feel it right away, sometimes you need to move your foot back farther. And then you're bending the front knee. And you're pressing that back heel down, okay? And we're gonna breathe here, okay? Wish you could feel this wonderful breeze I have out here. It's gorgeous. One more breath. And bring that back foot forward. And switch which foot is back. The other one goes forward. Okay. Make sure you check that back heel. Make sure it's not turned in. Okay. Push that back heel down. Oh, I can feel more of a stretch out the other side. I like to bend at the hips too, because then that way I get a really great stretch back there. But if you can do that with being upright, that's fine. Take some nice big deep breaths here and hold. One more time. And release and bring that foot forward. Now we're going to have our hands on the chair. You can have both hands, you can have the chair in front of you and both hands in front. I'm doing it to the side of the chair so you can see me. Feet shoulder width apart. Okay, we're going to do mini squats, which means we're going to stick our butt out backwards. We're going to bend our knees a little bit so our knees don't come in front of our toes, and squeeze our glutes as we come back up. Squeeze. Okay, bend your knees a little bit and squeeze. 2. 3, make sure you stick that butt out so you're not getting your knees in front of your toes. 4, and squeeze. 5, squeeze. 6, squeeze. One more. 7, 8. Now we're going to do a side leg lift. So you're going to make sure that your right heel is under your right hip. Okay. You're going to then just gently raise this leg out to the side without leaning this way. Okay. So we're just trying to keep this side completely straight. Just lift this leg until you feel this muscle activate on the side of your thigh. It doesn't have to go high. You just need that muscle to activate. 1, 2, 3, relax. 2, 2, 3, relax. 3, 2, 3, relax. See how stationary you can keep that upper body. 4, 2, 3, relax. If your balance is real good, just go ahead and try to do it without hanging onto the chair much. 5, 2, 3, relax. 6, 2, 3, relax. Last one. 7, 2, 3. We're going to do the other side. The other thing to think about as you do this is make sure that the leg you're standing on, the knee is slightly bent so it's not hyperextended. Okay, so your belly is tight, your tailbone's tucked, right, your left knee is a little bit bent. Then raise the right and down. 2, 2, 3, and down. 3, 2, 3, and down. 4, 2, 3, and down. 5, 2, 3, and down. 6, 2, 3, and down. Last one.
7, 2, 3.
You're frozen. Okay, she's back.
Sorry, I'm back. You missed me?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't do anything since I was gone, in case you're wondering. Thank you, Val. All right. Next thing we're gonna do a little bit more balance. So go ahead and let's stand next to our chair. If you want to do this seated, if you're a full wrist, that's fine. Okay. If you're a full wrist, just sit out toward the front of your chair so you just have the cheeks and your butt on the chair, and then you can work on your balance. Okay. So let's go ahead and put one foot directly in front of the other. Hang on to the chair. Okay. And see if you can let go, but keep your hand close to the chair. Okay. And let's hold it. And hold it. If this is easy, you can move your arms around a little bit. But your goal, and this is something you can practice, your goal is to stand not hanging on with your feet, the toe of the front back foot touching the heel of the front foot, and hold it for 30 seconds. Okay. Make sure your belly is tight. A lot of your balance comes from your belly. Make sure your body is all stacked on top of each other so your center of gravity is right where you need it. Another thing you can do is once you do this, with your hand close to your chair, you can try closing your eyes. Make sure your hand's next to your chair and your fingers so that if you start to lose your balance, you feel the chair coming in contact with your hand. And when you close your eyes, you can feel your body working harder to maintain your balance. All right, relax and let's switch, bring the other foot forward, the other foot behind. Okay. And again, have your hand right near your chair and your fingers just hovering over. So if your hand moves just a little bit one way or the other, you feel the chair, which tells your body that you're losing your balance a little bit. So you can always grab it again. If this is easy again, go ahead and close your eyes. You keep your hand right around that chair so you can feel if you start to touch it, because that tells your body that, because you have a lot of balance that comes from your eyes. Your eyes create a lot of your balance. If you close your eyes, you have to rely on more proprioception of other body parts to make this work. Okay, and relax. All right. Let's take and we are going to go right from here to, let's do a little bit of our brain dance, and then we're going to go to relax. relaxation. And our brain dance is going to be our joint check cool down. Should have had this plugged in. Bear with me just a minute. Go ahead and get a drink. Remember our brain dance. What we're doing is we're going to start with our left foot and we're going to do heel toe out in front. Okay. We'll do heel toe left leg, heel toe right leg. And then we go to out the side toe touching in, left, right. Left hand going the whole wrist. Okay. One more thing here. Here we go. Ready? Can you hear the music?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we go. You ready? Heel toe. We'll start. I'll count us down. March. And I'll count us down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel, toe, 3, 4. Other side. Heel, toe, 3. If you're used to do this and you want to go fast, go ahead, out to the side. Toe, in, 3, 4. Other side, toe, in, 3, 4. We're going to can as hard as you can in slow motion. 2, 3, 4. Punch left, punch, 3, 4, right, punch, 3, 4, up the side, punch, 3, 4, punch right, punch, 3, 4, pull and punch, pull and cross, 2, 3, 4, overhead, pull, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to do our neck. We're going to look, and as we do this, let's do some finger curls. Left and open, left and open, 3, 4. Let's go to the right and do cat floss. Right, center, 3, 4. We're going to look down, center, down, center, 3, 4, and up and center, up and center, up and center, 3, 4. We're going to do head tilt. Plant your feet. Head, 1, center, 2, center, 3, 4, right and center, right, ooh, that feels better, right and center, 3 and 4. All right, so go ahead and have a seat, everybody. It's time to relax. Drink if you'd like. This one is appropriate for where I'm sitting. So I hope to make you feel like you're sitting here with me in person. So go ahead. This is about a pine forest. So we're just going to sit back in our chair and we're going to relax. Okay. Do this exercise with your arms and your legs uncrossed, making it easier to sense your body from within. You wish you can close your eyes to help reduce any distractions. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. Again, take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Continue to breathe slowly and deeply, noticing yourself getting more and more relaxed, and let your tension melt away. Now I want you to imagine in as much detail as possible that you're sitting comfortably in a chair or in a hammock in the middle of a beautiful pine forest. Enjoy the fresh, cool, clean, fragrant air. What a pleasure it is to breathe that air. Imagine the gentle, cool breeze as it touches your skin. You're sitting comfortably, feeling peaceful and calm as you casually look around the beauty of the tall pine trees with their rich brown bark and graceful feathery green branches and crescent. You notice the pine cones and the branches. You watch the leaves of the maples and the oaks dancing in the wind. The ground interests you with its rich brown dirt covered with pine needles and leaves and its robust earthy aroma. You hear birds calling and a woodpecker at work in the distance. Trees filter the light of the sun. You notice a stream of bright light where the sun shines directly into the small clearing in the forest. The clearing is covered with green grass and beautiful wildflowers of all types and colors. And you see butterflies around the flowers, and bees around the flowers, and you're at peace in the pine forest, sitting comfortably, feeling relaxed and calm, appreciating the wonders of nature and just being alive. You may go back to this place whenever you want, simply by sitting quietly and remembering this place in as much detail as possible. When you're done with this exercise, you'll feel relaxed and calm, yet alert and energized, and you'll be ready to face the rest of your day.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take a deep breath and open your eyes and stretch your arms up as you take a breath in. And exhale as you bring your arms down. Inhale as you bring your arms up and around and give yourself a hug. Feel your hands on your body. And remember that you're safe and you're healthy. And unwind and take another nice big deep breath. Wrap them the other way around. Again, feel your hands come in contact with your body. Give yourself a squeeze. Remind yourself that you're loved, you're valued, and you're full of purpose. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.